Hello, and we welcome you to our next edition of the Sooner All Access. I'm Jim Powers. Glad to have everybody with us. And we had a chance to talk to Commissioner John Martin earlier this week, but now let's talk to our new member. And we are so excited to have College of the Ozarks in the Sooner Athletic Conference, making our 13th university joining us. And their athletic director, Steve Shepard, joins us. And Steve, first off, welcome to the SAC and talk a little bit about how everything has gone with the transition into our conference and everything leading up to us hitting the ground running here in a week or so.
Well, Jim, first of all, we're really excited to be new members of the Sooner. Last year we were sort of in but not in as a competitive partner, but this year, this past year we were able to kind of observe and get our feet wet and just kind of see how things operate. And so this year, being all in, seeing our name on the schedule and seeing our name on the website, and as a member of the Sooner Conference, we've been NAI for quite some time, and have always admired the Sooner Conference. And to be a member is just really exciting for our community, for our athletes and coaches.
Talk a little bit about the college itself. You guys are located here in Missouri in Point Lookout. Just talk about the experience people would have when they come to see a match or a game, down in the southwestern part of Missouri, and what College of Ozarks is all about.
Yeah, we're located. Our campus has its own town called Point Lookout. So we are Point Lookout, but we're south of Branson, just a couple of miles. So when teams talk about playing C of O, they usually say Branson, and a lot to do here in Branson. We feel like first, from a hosting standpoint, we have great facilities. We've got a turf baseball field, all-weather track, got an indoor facility for volleyball and basketball that's hosted not only NAI national championships, but National Christian College championships. And so we feel like our facilities are a great match for the Sooner, and then our staff, our game management, we feel like that's one of our strengths. We're a work college, so all of our athletes and students work on campus 15 hours a week. And so one of the workstations is game day management, facilities, shot clock, scoreboards, those kind of things. They might be young, but they're really well trained and ready to do whatever needs to happen. And our coaches are excited, our administration's excited, and we're just ready to jump in with both feet.
And for people to know, competitive wise, you guys field some very, very competitive teams, at College of the Ozarks, especially on the volleyball side, basketball and baseball side. Talk a little bit about how being a part of the Sooner Athletic Conference is just going to help elevate the high level that you guys are already on with a lot of your athletic teams.
Yeah, if you go back a few years when there was two divisions of basketball, we were Division II, and our men won the NAIA tournament in 2006. Our women's basketball team has made multiple appearances to the national championship game. Volleyball has been a fairly regular participant in postseason as well. So I think our teams are certainly, we know it's going to be a challenge, but each year I think we can already see some fruit from with recruiting and talking to recruits. And I think most athletes want to play at a high level and play against high level competition. And so I think that's helped us in recruiting, being a member of the Sooner Athletic Conference, and telling prospective athletes you're going to have the opportunity to play some of the best competition in small college basketball.
And the other thing too, what people don't really realize is being independent is tough scheduling wise. Now your job gets a little bit easier because you're in a conference now and you've got sort of a built-in conference schedule, and now it's just non-conference. How much easier has that made your job sitting in the big seat as an athletic director when it comes to trying to piece together schedules?
Well, it's certainly a lot easier. There's certainly some challenges with being an independent. Previously we were in the Midlands Conference, and so for the last probably close to 10 years, we've been either Association of Independent Institutions, or more recently that changed to the Continental Athletic Conference, and that has some benefits as far as being able to create your own schedule and going and playing whoever you want to, whenever you want to, but also the challenge of getting enough games. And for instance, basketball with the 28 minimum and you get 24 in the Sooner, whereas in the past we've tried to find 28 games, and now we're only trying to find 4 non-conference games. A little bit more for baseball and volleyball. They need to find more non-conference games, but all the coaches do their own scheduling, and so the advantage for them is that they've already got a block of games already blocked off, and then they just fill in. So it's in that regard, that's another one of the major benefits of being in the SAC.
The other thing that a lot of people may not understand too, you're not only the athletic director, but you still run up and down the sidelines with basketball. Talk about just that dual athletic director and being the head men's basketball coach there at College of the Ozarks.
Well, I've been the athletic director since I've been at C of O since 2002, so going on 24 years, and athletic director and basketball coach doing both for since 2015, so 9 or 10 years of doing both. And all the coaches are the same, and so we don't have a lot of turnover here. C of O is one of those places that, not only in our athletic department, but on our campus as a whole, we've got employees that have been here 30, 40 years, some of them. And so it's a wonderful place to be and stay. And so having veteran coaches is helpful. Track, cross country, baseball, volleyball, basketball, all of our sports, the coaches are veterans who've been here multiple years. So that makes it easier on me as the athletic director, because we're all on the same page and know. And now navigating the Sooner Conference, just little things like, more meetings, more organization standpoint, more stability as far as who's in and year out, whereas the independent would be, some years a lot of new members coming in, and so every year was different, trying to find the places that we're going to host postseason. So I'm excited to work with you and John and all the other athletic directors. Already had the opportunity last year to be a part of the meetings, and so the professionalism and the organization is something that I think is going to make it easier for me as well.
For the student athletes, they've just got to be off the charts excited that they're going to be able to now compete for a conference championship. And you mentioned a minute ago about being in the conference help and recruiting. For those existing student athletes, they've just got to be off the charts excited that they're going to play new teams, but also compete for a conference championship.
Yeah, and with the independent, there was the postseason tournament, and there's always some challenges of getting there. That will certainly be the same as far as the Sooner, and getting, being able to qualify for the conference tournament. But the challenge of the Sooner is, the regular season means a lot, and how you finish in the regular season standings, and so the head-to-head competition. And I certainly think our athletes are aware of the caliber of athletes and the coaching and that is in the Sooner, and I think our returning people are excited about it. I know that our new athletes, that as we talked about earlier, that one of the selling points is the opportunity to play in the Sooner, and the challenge of that and the excitement of that, and so we're ready to go.
And your administration, who you've got on staff with you, I know I've been working with Charlie Pentecost, your sports information director, but you've got such a great administrative team down there. Talk a little bit about them and how much they mean to you, the college, especially in this transition over to the Sooner.
Yeah, well, from the top with our president, Dr. Johnson, and has been his third year as the president here, and is excited about us jumping into the Sooner and providing the resources we need to be competitive and helping us out. And our administration is all behind us as well. And Charlie Pentecost as sports information has several student workers, and then our athletic trainer, Gary Turback, who has been here for longer than me. And so he does a great job with all the athletic training. So I think from a conference standpoint and for the student athlete experience, when they come to College of the Ozarks, they know from the minute they step on campus that this is going to be a great experience for them, from the crowd size and the game day experience, the facilities, the locker rooms, the quality all the way around. I think we will bring that, and we will do our best to make it a great experience for the student athletes that come in and visit. So from top to bottom, all of our people, from administration to coaches to support staff, are all in and ready to go.
Well, it's great to talk to you, Steve. We're excited to have you guys with us, and I can't wait to get down on campus to see some games this fall and this winter. But we're so excited to have you a part of our family here in the Sooner Athletic Conference.
Yeah, we're super excited. Appreciate you and all that you're doing to help our student athletes, and the exposure and highlighting the human interest stories and the success stories. One of the things that we've talked about with our athletes and coaches is that from the website to the experience and all those things are going to create more opportunities to spotlight our student athletes, and so we're excited. Thanks,
Absolutely.
Jim.
No, thank you, Steve. We appreciate it, and I can't wait to get down there. So it'll be a lot of fun, my friend.
You bet. Thank you, Jim. Talk to you soon.
Absolutely. Steve Shepard, the athletic director and men's basketball coach down at College of the Ozarks. A great chance to catch up with him and get to know a little bit about the College of the Ozarks as they enter their first season here as a full member of the Sooner Athletic Conference. We thank you for tuning in. We'll see you next Thursday with another edition of the Sooner All Access.